am I? Who is Koffi the Guru? Okay. Ọmọ bíbí ìdílé Raimi láti Ìbẹ̀jú Lẹ́kì, apá kan Ìbíní. So I'm from all over the place, but I was born Ayinde Koffi Emmanuel Sulaiman. What am I again? I ended up being a student of chemistry from the University of Lagos, and then I also trained as an actor and became a full-blown stand-up comedian and comedic writer, singer, producer, director, father of 3 children, no DNA needed, married to his wife. Who else am I? I'm an author. I've written 2 books. I've produced over 30 movies without taking a loan from any bank, my own productions. I've done over 34 music albums and several movie soundtrack albums. I've been here and there, and I've been at work for the past 25 years as a professional. We've seen the ups and downs, we've gone through the turmoil, we've gone through the turbulence. But I would say I have been quite lucky in the sense that I've been structured with my career growth. So lately I hear people say, so many people that started out with you, they are no longer here, blah, blah, blah. I probably think God has been good to me. It has been His grace. And perhaps because I have been very principled and disciplined with my personality and my career-driven momentum. I was never in a hurry to achieve anything. I was always just going slow and steady. And because I'm purpose-driven, I know what I want to do at every particular point in time. I am not driven by what is in vogue or what is the norm or what one other person is doing. I'm doing me, Koffi the Guru. I came from being Koffi to becoming Koffi the Guru. The growth started coming over time. When people say what are the challenges, I would personally say I have not had any challenges because I understand the place of growth. If whatever business anybody ventures into, there would be certain things that will be setbacks. So if you are mentally prepared for those things, you will not see challenges or problems. So where some people would say maybe finances are an issue, for me, it is a normal thing. Every business goes through financial setbacks once in a while, so you just have to recalibrate and plan yourself. So if I want to do a particular project and I see that I don't have the funding for it, I move on to something else to maintain my brand and stay relevant. It is not a must. Nobody has put a yardstick or a deadline for me to meet up with anything. I am going at my own pace. So for me, it has been calculated, it has been intentional, and it has been quite smooth, if I must say, because for me, most people have seen over time that I am not the type who would grow his brand through scandals or unnecessary drama, but rather I'm focused on the work. It has always been the work, either as a stand-up comic or an actor comic or a singer or a director or a producer. It has just been the work. Nothing else outside of that would bring attention to Koffi the Guru, the brand. So we thank God for everything. Well, at some point, my friend, what's her name? Bisola. What's that surname again? I've forgotten. A friend of mine way back then used to call me the man of chemistry, comedy and chemistry. It was while I was studying chemistry that I was taking time out at theatre, and I was already emceeing and I was just developing at the time. But by the time I was done studying chemistry, there was no need to go look for a job in that field. I had already been established. In fact, by the time it was time for me to go and serve, my mom was asking, why do you need to go and serve? A young boy like you have a car, you have a 3-bedroom apartment, you stay alone, you're not yet married, you make money, you're doing good. You don't need to serve anymore. I said, don't worry, let me honor the fatherland. So chemistry has become the past. That does not define me anymore. It doesn't add anything to me. I cannot even remember the symbols correctly anymore. But I have maintained a good relationship with my alma mater and my department. For every time it is necessary, they reference me, they reach out to me, and I support as best as possible. All my professors, all my former lecturers, most of them, we talk once in a while, we relate, they use me as an influencer or ambassador, a role model for the kids. So whenever the kids are in class, they tell them Koffi that Guru was here. They were like, wow, yes, he was a student here. So for me, that's a win because I have gone beyond chemistry to become a good name, a man of integrity, a man of value that the department also now references. So it's still a win, either way you see it, either as a comedian or as a former chemistry student. And by the way, I didn't get a first class, I didn't get a 2-1, I didn't get a 2-2, I passed out of school. Yes, I have a very healthy relationship with almost everybody in the entertainment industry, both old and my level, and then the young upcoming ones. It's a personal thing that I sort of like to do to connect with people progressively, because I believe in the mantra that a chain is as strong as its weakest link and a tree cannot make a forest. And naturally, I'm just a jolly good fellow. Most people who are not close to me do not know. They see me from afar and they judge. They do. It is when you're closer to me that so I like this Koffi guy, and a really fun guy, So for me, either actors, it's amazing when people see me with a particular kind of person. I'm like, you are friends with this person. Yes, one way or the other, I have a relationship with almost everybody in entertainment, either in Nollywood Yoruba or Nollywood English, either music, either comedy, or any other form. I have a particular kind of relationship with everybody, and I have worked with almost everybody across all disciplines in entertainment. I have a movie with Sonny Neji, Charles Inoje. I can list Salawa Beni, Sashino Peters. I have a song with Shino Peters. We'll talk about some young generation acts that were coming up at the time. I was the one who gave them the platform to shine. Like when Josh Tufoni just blew up and everybody was like, and they keep telling me, Josh Tufoni, na Koffi boy, na Koffi, they bring him that year, na Koffi boy. So over time, that's what we have done for people. And for me, that's my purpose. I'm like a ladder. So I connect with everybody, Some people have to come through me to get to this level. And some people on their way back will have to connect with me to stay relevant. It helps me stay relevant as well. It gives me joy. I remember everybody. It's a long list. Starting out way back as a theatre practitioner, I started in '98 in Theatre 15, University of Lagos. So currently playing in the field, the people that remain with me from that era would be Bumi Davis, Kayode Peters, Teju Babyface. Benga was in Theatre 15 but before my time. TA was just a few before my time as well, so TA is still playing. The people that came way before would be Ese Agese, Jasmine Olofin too, was a Theatre 15 member. Jex is no longer in production but went into backing, and a couple of other people are still playing. But when it comes to the side of humor, comedy, we all officially started to blow up from 2003. Myself, Mr. Patrick, The Don, ONG, Holy Malam, Jedi, Princess. Basketball was just a few before us. Teju too had some leverage before us. OJ has left the country since forever. Clean the Drunk, we're still together at Abeokuta yesterday doing our thing. Bo Joint, Ortega has left the scene. Who else? A couple of other guys. Then after that, our set, the AYs, and then later the Bobbies started coming into play. And then people like I Go Save. I Go Die was just before us a bit with Ganduki and Basketmouth set. But before Basketmouth would have been Julius Agu, and before Julius Agu and TA was Ali, Mohamed Danjuma, Oke Bakassi, then immediately after Julius Agu. then TA, and then Benga Denka, and then like that. That's the hierarchy. So after our own set, AY, then the Sheilo set now followed, then the Funny Bone set now followed. So in my own bracket, people that are a bit of comedian and actor, Said Mohammed is still in play, then Lepashos Bosse joined us, and then she's also still in play. But a couple of other guys have just taken other parts in life, but we're all still connected one way or the other. We still relate. Who else? I think to memory, so far, those are the people I remember for now. Yes. Just before this interview, I got an update from Koson that we have a board meeting tomorrow. So I quickly sent the message to wifey and she did me, please don't be annoyed. It is part of the job. So once in a while, that's the situation I find myself. I have to plead, I have to beg, I have to cajole, I have to make up for it. 2 weeks ago, there was a small fight. That young man, the kids are on holiday, you are still going back and forth. I said, please. That's why I dedicated a whole day this week and another full day next week. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to be with them. And then normally when I go and come back, it is me and them in the house when you have gone to work. So we're doing fine. But she wants to be there to me. So I have to blend it. I got to the point where I realized that, look, family is more important than all of this. So for about 4 or 5 years, I dedicated myself to family. Watch my kids grow, and it is more beneficial and profitable for me because in the later years, that is the memory they will have and remember, not the cars or the houses or the amount in your account. It is the time you spent with them. And so when my son got to about 11, 12, I started hearing his conversations. Daddy, thank you so much for all you do for us. Daddy, thank you so much for the sacrifice, because they could now see that, oh, Dad is this popular, but yet he lives a normal life with us and he gives his time to us, unlike the way normal entertainers behave. So family appreciates it, and I also do the best I can to make sure I'm always there. We're good on all levels. I play my daddy role. I wash plates, I go and buy water, I do homework like every other person should do. So I'm not Koffi that guru at home. I am normal daddy. As we're here now, if I don't get back home on time, my daughter is asking, when is daddy coming? When is daddy coming home? So that makes me more fulfilled than trying to prove myself to a total stranger that I'm funny or I can sing or I can act. No, those are my primary constituents and I make sure I'm available for them. Am I a good father or a good husband? It is my wife that sees me as a husband and can respond to that. It is my children that see me as a father and can respond to that. But I am 100% certain that my wife will beam with a smile and confidently say, yes, God gave me a great man. And my children will just excitedly tell you, yes, that is wonderful. So yes, I can on their behalf tell you that I'm an amazing father and a husband. Regrets or things I've not done. Funny thing is, I have surpassed everything I thought I could do, and I'm even doing new things that I wasn't meant to do. So no regrets whatsoever. I'm that old man that will sit at the back of the house in his old age, and I'll look back to everything like, I did it. That's the state where I'm at right now. I have done it. That's why nothing shocks me, nothing freaks me, nothing moves me really, because in the field of comedy, I have won Best Comedian of the Year. I have been Best Wedding MC of the Year. I have won Best Comedian Music. I'm the only person who has an award in every arm of entertainment. Even Best Use of Animation in the Year, cartoon, for my music video, The Officer, in 2008. So I have achieved every other thing. I have written books. I have contributed to other people's progress. So I don't see any regret whatsoever. There's nothing that I set out to achieve that I have not thus far achieved. At some point, I wanted to blow up a female artist, and I could not achieve it thoroughly, but presently I've been able to achieve it with Ashley. So we've done beautiful work over and over again. Everybody, Ashley, So I've fulfilled that thing, I've had a music group and we're still going. doing some skeletal works that you might not know until later. You now hear, them Koffi they do this. So it is not until everybody sees it that it is happening. It is happening. We're doing it. So everything I want to do that I set my mind to as we sit down here today, I have done everything. Remaining one this week that I will achieve. So no regrets at all.